everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea and I'm here today with my 8th update for Nightmare on Panning Street. This is a Fantastic Ladies group collab. It was created by Jaylon and Valerie and it's all about horror movies and I love it because I love horror movies. This started on Halloween of 2021. It goes to Halloween of 2022 and they are bringing it back. And they are bringing it back for another round and I'm so excited because I love this project. It is one of my favorites. So I have 7 prompts that I'm working on because I think I rolled in a prompt at one point when I had no progress. So I'm sticking with 7 and I've got 5 rolling out today. So this is a pretty exciting update. So let's just get right into it. The first prompt I was working on was for the movie 7, an item still in its box packaging. Everybody say it with me. What's in the box? And for that, I had my Marc Jacobs Terrific palette, and I wanted to use each shade 3 times, which I don't know why I'm bothering to show you the palette, but I am. So I have used it for the last time today. I needed one more use on this shade right here, Ask For. So this is what it's looking like after 3 uses on every shade. Virtually unchanged, but that's fine. And this is a really pretty palette and I'm really glad I found this at TJ Maxx and picked one up. But it is time to put it away for now because I haven't finished this prompt. The next prompt I was working on was for Rosemary's Baby, a new item in your collection, and I picked my Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. This is in the shade number 21 Light Beige. I had a goal to use this 13 times. I only needed to use it twice to meet that goal for this month, which I did. So this is also rolling out. I really like this BB cream. I found it at TJ Maxx and luckily they had, like, this was the only bottle they had that was anywhere close to what would be considered my shade. The only con I have, or only complaint I guess I have with this is it's very gray toned, but it's not that big of a deal because like I just mix it with my Auric Glow Lust, which is a very like kind of warm golden tone, and it looks, I'm not wearing it today, but when those two are mixed together it cancels out some of the grayness and it doesn't look super weird, and it sits on my skin really nice and I really enjoyed using this. But this prompt is also done. Next, I was working on the movie Fright Night. That is a red item or something vampire themed, and I have my lip liner from the Lip Bar in the shade Straight Face because it's a very nice red. It actually kind of matches the red on my shirt. I also had a goal to use this 13 times. I had 10 uses on it as of last update. I only needed to use it 3 more times. I did. So this is also rolling out. This is a really nice color. It's weird, like I'm not a huge lip liner person, so maybe this is just like all lip liners and I'm just not very like knowledgeable about it. This is really nice. The only thing is it's smudge proof, but only on the, let's stick on my teeth, what the hell? Anyway, it's smudge proof, but only on the actual like lining of my lips, because I usually, when I do use lip liner, I use it to line my lips, but then I also fill in my whole lip. So I would have this on and I would have lipstick on over top of it, and then I would eat or whatever, and like I would have a perfect lip outline. This would still be there except everything else was rubbed off and it looked a little odd, but I still liked it and I liked the color a lot, and that one is also rolling out. Next, for Children of the Corn, it was a food-themed item. I had 2 of these Ulta Beauty probiotic face masks because they have yogurt and then there's raspberries on the container. These are supposed to be single use. I get way more than 1 use out of these things, so I use it and then I decant the rest into this little pharmacy jar, and I had 2 of these, I got 7 total uses out of these 2. So I really like this face mask. I wish they would sell it in a jar and not just in these foil packets, but what are you gonna do? So this is also gone that is actually an empty. The next is for the ring, an item you want to expose the ring on the pan. And for that, I chose my New York Color Smooth Skin BB Radiance Perfecting Powder. My goal on this is to hit pan. And ta-da! I hit pan on it. I don't know. I thought I was farther away from pan than that, but obviously not. So as of last update, I had used this 16 times. I only needed to use it 6 more times to hit pan, so 22 uses to hit pan. I did use it a couple more times after I hit pan just to expand it a little bit. This I just use as a base before my primer. Like I use a powder, then setting spray, then my primer. So that's what I was using this for. It's a little too heavy, I find, to actually set my face with, but yeah, there's pan in it, and I'm super excited, and now I just need to put this in a different project to finish it off. But for the purposes of this project, it is done. These next 2 items were rolled in last time. So first, for the movie Get Out, a product you want out of your collection, and for that I picked this Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation. I've had it for such a long time, and I figured this is the best time of year to bring it in because it's actually closer to my skin color than in the winter. I'm wearing it today. You can see, even I have it mixed in with the Revolution, I don't know what it's called, the Revolution Liquid Highlighter in Child of the 80s, but it's a good skin match for me. So I used it 9 times. I was right there after 9 uses. I'm down there. So this is my goal is to finish this. I need to obviously use it way more than 9 times a month if I want to meet that goal. But even if it's until the end of the project and I don't actually finish it, it's still getting use on it instead of just, sitting there in my foundation bin for another 3 or so years. And then the last item I was working on was for the movie Alien, something that is one of a kind in your collection. I brought in this Freeman French Pink Clay Peel-Off Mask. This is the only peel-off mask I have in my collection because I hate peel-off masks and I want this to be gone. So my goal is to finish it. It was here. I've used it 4 times and it's down here. The reason that I feel like there's so little use for 4 times is because the first time I used it, I did put it all over my face. It just, whenever I do that, no matter what I do, I get strands of hair stuck in there. It kind of hurts when I peel it off my whole face. So the last 3 times that I've used it, the only place I put it across my nose and like a little bit over here, which is where I tend to get more cloggy, I guess, since this is supposed to be a pore clearing mask. So this is probably also going to be in until the end of the project. But at least I'm working on it because if it's not in a project, I'm not going to use it because I hate peel-off masks. So that means I finished 5 of the 7 prompts I was working on, which means I get to roll in 5 more. And I rolled all the stuff in off camera so that I could just pick it and film. So we're just going to get right into all of my new stuff rolling in. The first prompt or movie I rolled was The Exorcism of Emily Rose. That's an item that makes you levitate on cloud 9. So this is a very, very, very early Christmas present from Lisa. But she got me, here, I'll see. These 6 shadows right here are the Clamonatrix Multichromes. And they are freaking stunning. So I'm going to bring each of these in just to use once. Let's see. I'll do swatches because these are too beautiful not to. So this is the shade Mars. I don't know, the lighting in here might not be the best for this, but we'll see. I don't know that you're being able to really see the shift. Let me see. These are extremely smooth. Okay, well, There is some like goldy green going on. It's just not showing up in my lighting very well. I did take swatches or do swatches when these got delivered to me and I opened them. So I will try to insert some better swatches, but I want to swatch these again because they're so pretty. This is the shade Earth. It's like you kind of see the blue up at the top, and then it's like that limey green. So pretty. This next one is Neptune. It's one of those like blue purple multi-chromes. There, can you see the purple? I'm definitely gonna have to insert the picture of the swatches because these are just not coming across the way that I want them to. This is the shade Mercury. This one I think you can kind of see a little bit better. This is more like a turquoise purple shifty one. This is Jupiter. This one is just, I don't know why I'm even bothering, honestly. That one you can really see the shift. You can see like kind of greeny up there, and then that magenta kind of fuchsia pink. That one is so pretty. And then this last one I believe is Venus. Not I believe, it is Venus. Oh, that was special. Especially those last two, I think you can see the shifts a little bit more. But like I said, I will insert the pictures of the swatches that I took when I first got these and opened them up. Because they're so pretty. And you can't see now because of the light in here, but they're so sparkly too. They're beautiful. I have no words for how amazing this early Christmas gift was. So yeah, I want to use each of those shades one time. Next, for the Invisible Man, something that erases, I picked a concealer, and I'm only going to use it 13 times because I'm working on a couple other concealers, one in a project and two that I want to finish. This is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I have the shade Light. I think this is open, but I don't think I personally use it. I think like I let my mom try it out or something. It seems very light, but I put my foundation, but I put my concealer on underneath my foundation, so even if it's a little bit light, it's not that big of a deal, and I only want to use this 13 times because I'm not trying to finish another concealer right now. Next is Us, an item that is a dupe. I don't really have, I don't deliberately go out and search for dupes. So I actually was just looking on Google for drugstore dupes, and I found this one, and I actually have the original product as well, and I swatched them, and they are actually really, really close. So one of the dupes I found was this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals is a dupe for Becca Opal, which I actually have this in my This Is Fantasy project. Funnily enough, I'm actually wearing this one today. But I definitely swatched it once at least because I swatched it to compare to Opal, which I'll do for you now as well. But I don't know that I've ever actually worn this on my face. I'm just going to do 13 uses on this one as well because I'm already working on Opal and I would rather, focus more of my energy on that. So, and then here is what my opal is looking like. Here's what it is on the finger. And there's like, to me, opal is like the tiniest, it has the tiniest bit more of like a golden tinge to it, but they are pretty friggin' close. So this is the Wet n Wild, this is the Becca Opal. So I am content with that as a dupe, and like I said, I'm going to do 13 uses on the Wet n Wild highlighter. Next, for the Strangers, something that is no longer welcome in your collection. I may be setting myself up for failure, but there's no way to know unless I try. This is the Dove Hair Therapy Strength and Shine Extra Hold Hairspray. I would estimate it's maybe half full. I don't use hairspray. Ever. But I cannot just throw it away. I have this mental block with stuff like this. So I'm going to try to finish it. And when I decided to bring this in, I did look stuff up on alternative uses to hairspray. And one of the things that I found, which I'm going to definitely try out, is after you paint your nails, you let them sit for about a minute and then you spray them with hairspray and they'll dry faster. I would still use top coat as well anyway, but I'm willing to give it a shot because I don't style my hair where I need to use hairspray, and this has literally been sitting under my bathroom sink for years because I don't use hairspray. So we're going to try to use this up as like a nail polish dryer, because I'd be really happy to not have to see that underneath my sink anymore. And then finally, the last movie that I rolled in was the thing, an item you're not sure how to use. And I'm bringing in, again, for only 13 uses, because there's no way I'm going to try to finish this all up. This is from the brand LJ Essentials. It's a Michigan-based brand, a Black-owned Michigan-based brand. This is a bath and body oil. I feel like I've never used a body oil before. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I don't take baths, so I'm not pouring this into my bathtub to like take a soak. I might try this. Like in the summertime, my legs don't really get dry, so I don't need an oil per se. So I might try this as like a shaving oil, maybe. I don't think I've used this even once, and I got this maybe 2 years ago. I don't know. I did smell it because I know it is a little old, and it still smells fine. It's in their Queen fragrance. I think this was a limited edition, like Mother's Day fragrance. I want to say for 2020, and I know I have to try to remember the notes. It's cherry and magnolia and some other stuff, I think. It smells really nice, and I would like to try to get some use on it before it goes bad. So we're going to do 13 uses of this body oil. And that is it for my update. So this is June, so we have all of July, August, September, October. So we've got 4 months left of this project, and I only have 11 prompts left. Like, I might actually 100% complete this project, and I think that would be my first time ever doing that. So if I can do it before I'll call it the new season, before the new season rolls around, like, new round, what? I don't know. So if I can do that before the new round rolls around, I will be so excited and happy. And yeah, I love this project. I love Jaylon. I love Valerie. I just love everything about this project and Scary Movies and the people participating. And if I didn't say it before, I will say it again, but I know I said it before. But I love this project. This is my favorite project. Oh, it makes me so happy. So anyway, all that rambling aside, that is it for my update today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.